of all, like, my dad says hi, like, my dad says hello. So yeah. And I wanted to ask you, like, what is your favorite way to get clients from Facebook groups? Like, to by reaching out to them from posts, like,
I'll be
as an
honest with you.
hypnotist.
Be
Yeah.
100% honest. I've never gotten clients from Facebook groups. Not one.
Oh, okay.
That's not my expertise. But the trick would be to get them on a phone call. Get them on a phone call, and then on the phone call, you have to qualify. You always qualify, because when you qualify, you make them invest. So you ask them questions like, you know, tell me what's going on. I'll see if I can help you out, and I'll tell you what's going on. And then you kind of, you know, see what they're saying, see if it's something you want to help them out with. And then you ask them, you know, like, okay, what is like what would that mean to you if you could have that? And then kind of build it up, see that their goal is big, and then make them really want it, and then kind of qualify them. See if you even want to work with them. You have to come from the frame. You have 1,000 clients and you don't have time to work with anybody. And then at the end, give them the opportunity by asking them, hey, you know, if I take you on as a client, how committed are you? And then they'll tell you, you know, I'm super committed. Okay, like scale 0 to 10. They'll say like a 15 out of 10. Thank you. Anyways, they'll say like a 15 out of 10, and then you close them. You're like, okay, let's schedule. You schedule a date, and then you take payment. Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah.
So for those of you who just hopped on, real quick, we're doing rapid fire questions and answers with Marczell. So Alan just hopped on, Jan just hopped on, Dinora just hopped on. Think of a question to ask. Also, Alan, nice to see you again, man. The beard is looking very full and luscious. I love it. All right, guys, think of a question. Who is next? Karen, do you have a question for Marczell? Go ahead.
Yes, I was watching some of your YouTube videos, and I was very curious about, you said you could fix a depression very fast. Yes. Yep. Are you going to figure out why they are depressed, or are you just implementing a good feeling?
So I'm gonna make things very simple for everybody on this. Everything's a belief, okay? When you believe you're depressed, you become depressed. When you believe you're confident, you're confident. Now, you also have to understand that there's a reason somebody's depressed, but the reason doesn't really matter. The biggest thing is like, there's a reason you're happy, but we're happy and depressed because every emotion you feel is a strategy. It's a strategy to get something. Your brain uses emotion to achieve outcome. So when you look at childhood, for example, what do babies do to get their parents' attention? They cry. So a lot of the time, a learned behavior would be, in order to get love, I have to be sad. I have to be depressed. And one of two things happens. Someone sees that it's not working, then they change. They get motivated, they get inspired, or they're not flexible and they continue to get stuck in this state because they think that's all that's going to work. And all of a sudden they keep going and going and going. And then they get so depressed that, you know, oftentimes they might even be suicidal. So remember, it's a strategy, but you cannot reward the strategy. A lot of people will see someone who's depressed and be like, wow, I'm so sorry. No, that's the worst thing you could possibly do, because that's exactly why they're depressed. You're rewarding the behavior. You don't reward the behavior. But when someone smiles, like for example, if you were to tell me you're depressed, I'd be like, and, you know, I don't care. And then you'd be like, what? And then I'd be like, oh, you know, why? Because it's shocking. It's a pattern interrupt. So you laugh about it. And then I would reward you smiling. I'd be like, oh, there's the smile. Don't smile. You're depressed. Stop smiling. You know, and then you smile some more. And then, and eventually your brain kind of realizes, oh, this isn't working, and then it'll change. So I don't like depression. I don't like it because I think it's a selfish behavior. It's not something you should feel bad for. Depression, don't feel bad for depression. You feel bad for depression, you're rewarding it. So that makes sense?
That was powerful.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Awesome. Haresh, what's your question, man?
Yeah, so people are unhappy because either of the past or for the future, right? With the communication, how we'll come to know that the person is not in the peace because of past or for the future?
Yeah, so you mean when people aren't present?
Right.
So they're not present because they're on autopilot. So most of the time we're on autopilot. And the biggest thing is, if you're on autopilot, you're just letting other programs that have been programmed into you dictate your life. You want to make more money, you want to have a better relationship, you want to be healthier, you got to get out of autopilot. You can't just be doing the same things every day. You got to think about what you do. right? You get up to go brush your teeth. Why am I brushing my teeth? I'm aware of everything I do and why I do it. But it took me a long time to get to this point. I know Tyler is very aware of what he does as well. Whenever we feel uncomfortable, we don't care. We choose to ignore these emotions that we don't like because they're not useful for us. And eventually what your brain does is it comes up with different emotions that are beneficial to your outcome. Now, when you're not present, it's because your brain's wandering off somewhere. Your conscious mind wanders off 95% of the day. When you're really present, maybe 94% of the day, right? It's like most of the time we're on autopilot. You're always thinking about something else. Even talking to you right now, I'm pretty much on autopilot. Like my mind is thinking about 10 different examples, 10 different things. I'm not even present to the call, right? I'm in kind of trance. So you're always in trance. So it's not a bad thing to go to the past or the present. The question is, what emotion are you feeling? Because depending on the emotion you feel, your reticular activating system, or RAS, is going to then look for evidence in that emotional state. So if I'm depressed, I'm going to look for reasons in the past, for reasons in the future to continue to be depressed. If I'm happy, I'm going to look for reasons in the past and reasons in the future to continue to be happy. So you have to control your emotions. And then even if you're not present, it'll allow you to look at different things to continue to make you happy. And then your autopilot that kicks in will be as efficient as possible. Go ahead.
No, the question is, while communication or during the conversation, how should we come to know the person is facing problem of past or the future?
Doesn't matter what the problems are. Biggest thing, guys, the brain does not change in the past or the future. It changes in the present. If you say, hey, you're going to change tomorrow, your diet starts tomorrow, they're not going to change. They have to be on the diet now. They have to be confident now. They have to have the breakthrough now. Breakthroughs happen now. They don't happen later. They happen now. You quit smoking now. Everything you do in hypnosis happens now. If the problem's in the past, it doesn't fucking matter. Usually any problems they have would be in their past, right? Because the brain isn't it's everything's habitual. So it must have learned it somewhere in the past. So I mean, that's obvious that the problems are in the past, right? But at the end of the day, you don't care about the problem. Yeah. You shouldn't care about the problems. You shouldn't care about the problems. The problems don't matter. Just program the solution into their brain. What do you want? You just say you have it, and then their brain will have it. But if you dig into the problem, then you're kind of feeding into it. I ignore problems. Like you tell me I'm depressed and this and that. Okay, what do you want? I want to be happy. You're happy. And then they're happy. Cool?
Great. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Dinora, you're up. What's your question?
Hi, everyone. My question is, I'm quite struggling to start doing hypnosis. Actually, I start not believing it because time by time I start being like Karen said, like in depression because I'm at home. I don't have decent income. Actually, I don't have any income and I don't have a job. And it's hard to start because I believe you have to study before doing something for others. Actually, you have to believe yourself to do something else. Not something else, but for example, this hypnosis.
You're right.
So I have to be like quite good at it to give somebody the help.
Yeah,
so,
you get good at it by not doing it. That's how I got good at it. That's how I made money too. That's how I have a seminar with every single seat here is paid $1,000. There's 120 seats in the room. That's how at 21. That's how I did it by not doing it. Right? By not taking any action, but just sitting and studying. That's what I did.
I went outside. I met some people and they asked, what do I do? I said, oh, I'm a hypnotist, something nice thing. And actually, I don't believe in myself. That I struggle. Then they asked,
how do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in yourself in anything? The funny thing is, when you say you don't believe in yourself, what are you saying? You're telling me that you believe that you don't believe you're a hypnotist. You either believe you're a hypnotist or you believe that you're not a hypnotist. You believe something. So you believe in yourself in one way or another. If you want to be a hypnotist, you have to actually believe in yourself. How do you believe in yourself? You just do it. Are you going to fail? Before I hypnotized one person successfully, I didn't have hypnotist secrets. I didn't have me. I didn't have this shit. It took me 1,000 tries. I failed 1,000 times. 1,000 times I failed. Tyler teaches you a pre-induction. He teaches you post-induction. He teaches you everything. He literally goes over everything for you. He tells you step by step how to do it. You just follow his instructions. You're going to hypnotize people all the time. And if they don't go in, it's not your fault. It's their fault because they're not following your instructions. I would just tell them, if you're too stupid to follow instructions, you're not going to be hypnotized. I hypnotized the entire room, right? Stanford came out with a study proving that hypnosis is as real as gravity. So when you say, you don't even believe in it, you know you don't, it's not that you don't believe in hypnosis, you don't believe in it, you can do it. And the problem there is you're not going to do it because of it. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because you don't want to do it, you don't do it. You don't believe you can. Just go do it. Like, don't even think about it. You don't have money. You don't have an option. You want to make a bunch of money. You want to live life the way you want to live it. This is the quickest way to do it. But the only way you're going to do it is by actually taking action. You have people in the group that can hypnotize you and help you out. That's the benefit of the group. You're with a bunch of hypnotists. Let them hypnotize you and make you feel like you can go be a bit like an amazing hypnotist. It's not like you just have to struggle on your own. That's what this is for. This is to help people like you overcome things. And you have a bunch of hypnotist friends now. Ask someone to practice with you.
Okay, but this is true. But you need to practice and practice and practice, and eventually you get the result.
You don't. No. Yeah, but what's wrong with practice?
You cannot ask money for example, 100 or 200 people.
Why not?
Can you? If it doesn't help. I made hypnosis last
hypnosis
week
is all about belief. It's all about belief. If you don't believe it, they're not going to believe it. If you believe it, they believe it. I literally trained a hypnotist in 10 minutes. This guy went and charged someone $5,000, changed that guy's life in literally 5 minutes. Literally, I hypnotized him to be confident, hypnotized him to be a hypnotist. In 5 minutes, told him how to hypnotize people. And all of a sudden, he literally got a $5,000 client 10 minutes later in line at Vaughn's. It's a grocery store. So these are all limiting beliefs. Instead of looking for why you can't do it, start to look for why you can. You're asking yourself the wrong questions. I'm not going to sit here and tell you you're right. You can't do it and you should practice. I'm not going to tell you because it's not true. I know people who've done more. I'm one of them, right? Just go do it. Ask for money. If they say no, what's going to happen?
Bad experience.
No, there's no such thing as a bad experience. It's all information. Have someone hypnotize you to make you feel more confident about it.
Okay, I have another question, like real one. Our government had a new rule in our country that from 2021, we will not be able to work with clients if we are related with psycho or healthy issues. We have to have a bachelor degree in medicine. Mm-hmm. So how do you count it as a work? Because it might be...
then do it online.
Yeah, there's a lot of other countries. A lot of other countries to work with.
Yeah, do it online. Yeah. And I would say, then don't say you're a hypnotist, say you're a coach. And then use hypnosis. Don't say you're hypnotizing him.
So the coach isn't the same with working with brain?
No, you're a life coach. You're just giving advice.
Life coach.
Yeah, you're just a life coach. Be resourceful. You're being so resourceful as to why you're coming up with bullshit for me for why you cannot do it. Come up with things for why you can. You're being too resourceful in the wrong direction. You're being so resourceful as to why you can't be successful. I don't want to hear it anymore. Okay. It's so bullshit. Okay? Go find a partner, have them hypnotize you, okay? I don't believe that you cannot do it. I think that you seem like a smart girl. As a matter of fact, you're so smart, you come up with 1,000 reasons for why you can't do it. So come up for reasons for why you can, and then let's make that happen. Okay?
It's hard to ask money. I did for free.
No, it's hard to ask money right now because you don't believe you deserve it. You don't believe you're worth it. That's why you have no money in your life. Because you put money on a pedestal. Money is trash. It's a piece of paper. Fuck money. Money is a joke. Literally a joke. But you have to have someone in the group hypnotize you. You know what? I'm not gonna answer any more questions because they're all supporting your limiting beliefs. Someone in the group right now volunteer to hypnotize her to help her out. Who wants to do it? Not on the chat, but later. Someone in the group who wants to hypnotize her. Help her out. Okay, Alon, you got it. All right. You'll talk to Alon after. Okay? All right, Denor? Okay, perfect. All right, who's the next question?
Thank you.
No problem.
Alan, what's your question, brother?
Hey, what's up? So my question is, what have you ever hypnotized someone, for example, to quit smoking?
Yeah, of course.
So what was the I'm sorry?
Call Asman.
Huh?
Call Asman.
So what was your quickest hypnosis for somebody that you first
30
met?
30 seconds.
How much?
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
30 seconds, and that was a long lasting, and he never quit, never smoked again?
They throw up every time they touch it. Go on my Instagram. There's a video of me. You'll see like this Asian woman look like she's coughing. You literally see what I do. I literally, in the middle of her going to hit her vape, I interrupt it. I have her look at her hand. I have her feel like it's a piece of raw chicken. And then every time she hits it, now she feels like she's eating raw chicken, dipped in shit with mold and spiders crawling out of it.
Gotcha.
It's so, listen, there's limiting beliefs behind this. Other hypnotists, this is the cool thing about like new blood. Like me and Tyler understand that there's no limitation to how quickly things happen. Tyler made a fucking heroin addict quit just through a conversation. Like cigarettes are a fucking joke.
No, I believe it 100%. No doubt. Yeah.
I know. I'm having a seminar in Israel, by the way.
I'm in New York, bro.
I know, but I'm having one in Israel on March 12th. I also have one in New York soon.
Cool stuff, man. Cool stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, it's fun. Come to Hypnotist Secrets. You guys should all be there. I'm telling you guys. It's sick.
Yeah, definitely, man.
All right. Yeah, any other questions?
So I heard this guy, Freddie something, hypnotist, Freddie Jackie. He said the way to hypnotize somebody is create an emotion, give a suggestion. So I'm kind of having a hard time understanding this concept of creating the emotion thing.
Look, he's an older hypnotist. I'm friends with him, and they see it in a very traditional way. All hypnosis is, if I look at you with complete confidence and I tell you you forgot your name, you'll forget your name. Okay? It's just confidence and someone believing what you say. You just say it with confidence, snap your fingers, have some showmanship, ooh, and then all of a sudden they believe it. Okay? That alone will put someone in trance. There are other ways to put someone in trance as well, but I'm saying that you're overcomplicating it. Don't just go hypnotize somebody. Literally just follow the steps he taught you. Well, Tyler, you had a 7-year-old do it, right?
Yeah.
You had like a 7-year-old.
Youngest kid I ever taught hypnosis.
How's it going? Yeah, we're good. I mean, I don't know if say it again. Yeah. Thank you so much. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. No, that's it. I think we have water. Yeah, we're good. Thank you. I appreciate you. Marczell, nice to meet you, man. What's your name? Marczell. Pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. But yeah, look, I mean, you're overthinking it. The instructions you get from Tyler will give you more than enough information. Like more than enough information. Once you guys actually start doing what he's saying, and then you're hypnotizing people left and right, stop studying. Like, studying is an excuse for not succeeding. Okay, there's a difference between someone who's going to be successful in this field and someone who's not. You want to succeed in this field, you got to go take action. You're not going to succeed studying, I promise you. You're going to succeed if you study and then go do it. Study, go do it. Study, go do it. Study, go do it.
I'm going to add on to Marcell's point. The first time I ever hypnotized someone, I was in college. I spent a week absorbing every single YouTube video I could, every book I could. After a week, I went to hypnotize my first person. After that point, I stopped studying for like a year and a half. I had the wrong mindset. I thought I was like, oh, I'm already the best in the world. But I stopped studying for a year and a half. And how I learned new things was by doing shit and trying to get the same result in different ways and seeing what worked better. So you guys are at a point where you learned more than I did in that entire week by like 10 times. There's no
it's funny. It's so funny. You guys are so lucky. You guys have no idea. Like the information, like we literally had to go out. I've hypnotized over 10,000 fucking people in my life. Okay. I had to go out and hypnotize so many people to get to where I know. And like Tyler and I have just given you the knowledge. And then you're sitting here saying that you can't fucking do it. We had a fraction. We just saw someone do it. No one even explained what hypnosis was. We would just watch them do it and then go try it out. That's literally what we would do. That's the funny thing with hypnosis. There's no magic. There's no magic sauce. Like what you see is exactly what's happening. Exactly what you see is exactly what's happening. Someone says, come here, sleep. That's it. That's all that happens. You guys are overthinking it. Like I could sit down and break it down for you step by step. At the end of the day, when someone does something in hypnosis, it's not magic. There's no sleight of hand. There's no misdirection. It is what you get. What you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. You practice, you get good. That's it. Everyone here, go practice. You know what you guys should do? You guys should hypnotize 10 people a day. Random people, not people you know. Random people. It'll increase your confidence. You want to be a good hypnotist? You got to be fucking confident. Okay, you're not confident? Have someone else hypnotize you to do it. Number one. Number 2, you go practice hypnotizing 10 people a day. Guess how good you're going to get. Guess how much you're going to learn. From one interaction, things are going to click for you. Oh, wow, I can do it. Wow, that's easy. Oh, that's how someone responds in this situation. That's how someone responds in that situation. Oh, okay. And then whenever they don't respond to things, then you can ask us, what do I do in this situation? Then you can use our experience. But if you're just going to ask us basic questions, well, like you know, how do I don't have practice. I can't do it, you know, and you're stuttering over your own ability. You guys are not going to get better. You're not going to be good. You're not going to be successful if you don't go do it. Okay. I'm 21. Tyler's 21. You're 21, right? Yeah. We're 21 years old. Like why can we fucking do it? We're not special. I'm just some 21-year-old with a big beard. Okay.
Not as big as Alan's, bro. He's gonna grow that out.
Yeah. Alone. All right. So, but for the most part, look, I want you guys to ask me questions that will be the most productive. Those questions are not pertaining to how you hypnotize somebody. Because how you hypnotize somebody, you have all the knowledge. You just got to watch Hypnotist Secrets again. Okay? That's how you hypnotize somebody. But if you ask me questions regarding how to charge clients, how to get clients, you know, what do I do in this situation? I think you get more value out of me. I charge so much money to work with someone one-on-one. It's retarded. So you guys should use me while I'm here. I'm about to have a group. I start speaking on stage in 20 minutes. So I'm going to let people in 20 minutes. So we have 20 minutes left together. Let's make the most out of it.
Yeah. Who has not asked a question yet? Raise your hand if you have not asked a question. Jan, I know you haven't, but I can't see you raising your hand because your camera's off. Zarak, unmute your mic. Whatever question comes to mind, ask Marczell.
How do you get clients?
How do you get clients? Is that what you asked?
Yep.
So how I get clients is I go up to people, I hypnotize them, and then once they're hypnotized, they're like, wow, that was so cool. I'm like, yeah, cool. Here, let's get on a phone call and maybe I can help you out with other problems. They say, sure. And then I close them on the phone. I just tell them, hey, let me help you out. And then I charge them on the phone. I have them pay me. And then also when I hypnotize them, I'm always snapping. So I'll say, sleep, your eyes are stuck, your feet are stuck, forgot your name. Then I'll have them open their eyes and I'll say, what's your name? Okay, you remember it? No, now you forgot it again. You're stuck again. You know, your lips are stuck. You can't talk. You forgot you're even hypnotized. You think we just met. Hey, nice to meet you. How you doing? Right, I'll do shit like that. And then when I go to tell them, hey, you really want to work with me? I snap, and then they want to work with me.
So you hypnotize them into wanting to work with you too, basically. Huh? That's pretty,
yeah, I mean, you can do that. Right? I mean, I'm just saying that's the easiest way to get it. Yeah. Zakal. It's super easy. Yeah.
I still haven't figured out why you want to make people forget their names and stuff, but
I'll tell you why. Making someone forget their name is not really about forgetting their name. The deeper somebody goes in hypnosis, the more you can do. So you start off by making their eyes stuck. Okay. The reason you do that is because that's called catalepsy. Catalepsy is the easiest phenomena to produce in trance. Same with smelling something. Like who here smells popcorn? Great. Right? You can do that. If someone says, oh, you see, alone, you smell it? Yeah, you're in trance already. See that? I mean, these are easy things to produce in trance. So that's a very light state of trance. The next level of trance, after you say something like this, then you have their eyes stuck, you have their feet stuck, you know, small suggestions lead to bigger ones. And then every time you're successful, it makes the next one more and more successful. And the reason I make someone forget their name is because that shows me that they now have amnesia. If they have amnesia, they're pretty fucking deep. And if they're deep, now I know I could do other cool shit. So if I know they're deep, I can really do anything I want, right? But if someone, for example, I say you forgot your name, and they're like, I know my name. Yeah, okay, well, then I can't do some of the phenomena that I would like to, you know, I can't be like, you want to work with me? I can't do any of that. It's not going to work, right? So you want to measure. This is just feedback telling me where somebody's at. And if I understand where they're at.
You kind of screen the guy while you're doing that to figure out whether he's going to
work with you. I'm doing two things. No, I'm not doing it to see if he works with me. What I'm doing, that's just regular hypnosis, right? You make someone forget their name. If you're hypnotizing them just to see how deep they are, you're just testing you're testing the water. How deep are you, right? Like if they're very deep, awesome. I don't even have to hypnotize someone to get them to be my client. I just have to get them on the phone. And then on the phone, I can close them. But, you know, you just have to go out and meet more people. How many people are you talking to a day that you don't know?
Me?
Yep.
At the moment, it's not a lot.
No, not a lot of clients then, right? You're not gonna get a lot of clients. I literally
I took a break for a while. I'm like on rehab, so but that's I'm
okay.
not gonna. This is your thing now. I'm not gonna go into my shit.
No, you're fine. Listen, look. Regardless of what's going on with you, you're here because you want to help people. I'm assuming you want to get clients. You want to make money doing this. You got to talk to people, guys. Talk to people. You got to hypnotize people. You got to step out. Look, it's not comfortable. You got to step out of your comfort zone. You guys are doing a new thing.
No, I have no problem doing that. I didn't have the will to do it until now.
All right. Well, if you talk to 10 people a day and then you tell everyone what you do and you schedule at least one phone call a day, you do this 5 days a week, you're going to get at least 3 clients a week.
Yep.
And I would charge over a couple $1,000s for it.
A couple thousand?
Minimum, yeah. I charge people $10K.
It looks like your first
You guys are high priced. I don't know. I'm not ready to do that yet, but I appreciate your chutzpah.
Listen, listen. Yeah, listen. It's not chutzpah. I'll tell you why.
I'm such an old guy like me here. I'm already like, I understand. You're younger guys.
No. I'll tell you what's up. How much is this worth to you? If I could snap my fingers and I can give you the mindset that makes you super motivated all the time, makes you money, makes you have the most incredible relationship, makes you get healthy, makes you lose weight, makes you get over an addiction. How much is that worth? Just for smoking alone as an example, okay? If you continue to smoke, how much are you going to spend at the end of the year? You smoke a pack a day, let's say. You're going to spend $1,000 anyways, right? I'm just saying as an example, right? If someone's smoking a pack a day, they're probably going to come to $1,000 a year. Now, besides the cigarettes, how much is the medical bills going to cost? How much is it going to cost when they're dying of cancer? How much is their time going to cost? If you had 2 minutes left to live, how much would you give for another 60 seconds? Now think about all the time people are wasting because they don't have the mindset. So when they pay you $1,000 to $10,000, what they're paying you for is their time. They're paying you for the ability to not waste any more time not being where they want to be. And by the way, the more money they pay you, the better results they're going to get. You could be the shittiest hypnotist in the world. If someone paid you like $5K, oh my God, you are the best hypnotist in the world. That's what happens. All about belief. All about belief.
Awesome. Real quick, Tamara, I believe that's how you pronounce your name. If you want to get your video camera on, as well as Jan, Anastasia, nice to see you. And we're doing rapid fire questions right now. So Tamara, you're going to ask a question. Jan, Anastasia, you also are. Right now, Dinora has a question, so you can go ahead and ask that.
I already answered one of Dinora's. Let's have Anastasia ask one, and then I'll answer Dinora's after.
Good idea.
Okay. Anastasia, you want to ask me a question? Hi,
yes,
how are you?
Well, hi. I'm great. Well, because I have just missed all the talk, I don't know what to ask about.
Well, you ask anything you want to know about hypnosis.
I don't have a question.
Okay,
Sorry.
no worries. No problem. All right, Dinora, what's your question?
I have a friend which has a fear of spider, but she even cannot speak about this word. She scares, and I wanted to help her making a hypnosis, but she even say, please do not mention it because I cannot even sleep or something. I sent her a picture of it, and she was very scared. She didn't speak with me a week. So she said, even don't mention it. So how to deal in this way then people so scared that they cannot even think about it? How to help these people?
Well, when they're in hypnosis, they're not really thinking about it consciously, right? It's just unconscious. So if I just hypnotize them and I say, your fear is gone, the fear is gone.
Your fear gone, okay.
Like you just tell me, hey, you're not afraid of spiders, you love spiders. I have to find it, but if you guys want, I'll post the video. Like I had 5 people, they're famous YouTubers. All of them, there's this like huge fucking tarantula, like this huge hairy tarantula. They're all scared shitless of it. Okay, this one guy ran out of the room for it. I just hypnotized everybody. I literally just knocked everybody out. And I said, you guys love it. It's the cutest thing in the world. And they're like kissing the tarantula. They're like, oh my God, it's so cute. And that was it. They got over their fear. Fear is the easiest thing to get rid of in hypnosis. Yeah. Like come on. I'm telling you, it's so easy. I mean, like Tyler and I, we had a seminar last April 13th and 14th in LA. And I mean, like if you would have seen some of the cool shit we did there, you guys would understand how easy it is to hypnotize people. I mean, look, let me just give you guys an example of what's going on here, okay? There's a reason all the chairs are out of order, okay? You guys see how the chairs are all just fucking everywhere? Because I hypnotized the entire room to just completely have like like in other words, like most of the room was not confident. Most of the room was very like reserved, introverted. Hypnotized the entire room to just be extroverted, like super confident, go crazy. The entire room was going so crazy. I mean, not anymore, but there was water on the stage. People were like pouring water on their head. It was just so funny. It was so funny. I mean, the whole room was going crazy, but it was, everyone had this amazing breakthrough because they finally embodied this new, you know, this new mindset where they could do whatever they want. They could feel comfortable. They can express themselves freely, you know? Now look, this is my advice to everybody on here. Okay. Tyler and I are pretty much like, we are the future. Okay. You look at Tony Robbins, you look at all the big speakers now. We are pretty much the future. Okay. There's not going to be a speaker that's bigger than us. When everyone thinks about public speakers, they're going to think about us. There's no one this young doing what we're doing. However, my advice to you is not about age. My advice to you is about your ability to perform and change lives. If you really are here because you want to make a difference in somebody's life, even one person's life, you have the power to do it. Hypnosis is the most powerful tool in the world. Nobody understands that, but if you understand that, then it becomes the most powerful tool in the world. If you think you're not powerful and you think you don't have it, you're wrong. Your words are the most powerful thing in the world. They can take someone from one belief to another. They can change someone's life or they can end it. You see, your words have the ability to spit venom. They also have the ability to save lives. And you have a tool here that can change people's lives instantaneously. What you need to do is stop doubting the tool and stop doubting yourself. Because what you're doing is you're being selfish when you do that. You're being so selfish because all the lives that you can be changing, all the people that you can be helping, you're not, because of your limiting belief, because of your stupid fears, because of the lack of, I can do what I want to do, the lack of, oh my God, I can help someone. I mean, think about it. One of my first clients ever told me that like, if it wasn't for me, they would have killed themselves like a week later. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. But I had no idea at the time that I had such an impact on somebody's life. And to know that you have the ability to literally save people's life and then not do it is just, I mean, it's selfish. It's so selfish. And on top of it, if you don't charge someone money, you're doing them a disservice. Okay. When you go to the restaurant to eat some food, do you expect them to give you free food? Do you expect them to give you everything, your whole table for free? When you go buy a car, do you expect them to give you the keys to the car for free? What if someone just gave you free food? Would you value it? Or if you paid $100 for the meal, how would you like the meal? There's a pretty big difference because you have now invested. Investing into you is not really investing into you, my friends. It's investing into the results. When someone pays you, they're paying for the results. They're paying for their change. Because if they come to you and they spend $100, they're going to tell you it didn't work. They're going to waste your time. My worst clients, and I'm a fucking good hypnotist, okay? I'm really fucking good. My worst clients were the ones who paid me nothing. $100, $40, $50. I will not go below $5,500 for anything. I will not go below it. Like Tyler knows this. I'm absurd. I'm ridiculous. But I do it because I believe if someone really wants to change, they'll pay it. They'll pay it. They'll pull out a credit card, they'll borrow the money, and then they make the money back and then some. They always make the money back. Everyone I ever worked with makes the money back. It's not about that. I'm not here to sell you guys. I'm here to help you guys. But I'm here to tell you that you could literally charge anybody anything you want. And people will pay it. You wanna get the clients who'll pay you a lot of money. You want to attract the clients who can afford that. Because those are the people, even if they can't afford it, you want to attract the clients. If they spend $1,000 on a fucking iPhone, they can't spend $1,000 to change their life? It's absurd. Of course they can. Stop being limited. I'm telling you, if you had 2 clients a week paying you $1,000, you guys would change your life. You guys would change your life. So, get out of your head, stop being limited. And I need you guys to realize that the realm of possibilities here is limitless, literally limitless. Any other questions?
Tamara has a question. Her hand is raised, so you can unmute your mic.
Hi there. This is great. Thank you. I just came in. I was late. I had an appointment. So if you already covered this, I apologize. But can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. So I have a 2-part question for you. One, do you take clients like this? Because I do my coaching clients via Zoom, but I've never really tried hypnosis this way. And 2, when you say $1,000, are you talking one session or are you talking a package of sessions or 5,000, whatever?
Yeah, no, it's one session. But I know, like everyone in the room here, like I had 5 people sign up yesterday for 10 minutes of my time for $10K. Yeah, that's what I charge. that's the minimum I'll charge, right? But I'm not saying it to be like, oh guys, hey, check how much I charge. Look, I'm showing off. I just don't care. Like for me, it's like, it's not worth my time. I used to have 40 clients pay me $100. Literally 40 clients would pay me $100 a session, 40 clients. and I, for like 40 hours a week, I'm working for $100. I'm like, okay, great. Wow. I just made $4,000. Wow. And then now, you know, in 10 minutes, I make what took me almost the whole month. So, right. You know, and yes, I do it over Zoom. So what I'll do is I'll do a group coaching. I actually have a group coaching program. So it's $2,500. I get people on here. And then I right now have, I think my next one's in April. I have like 30 people on the program, you know, and then what I do is I hypnotize them on here. So I'll just tell them to close their eyes. I call it what's it called? Bro, what's this induction called when you have their eyes get stuck and then, you know, normally you're supposed to make them count back from 100 to 0 or like, you know, what's it called?
Yeah, I'm shitty with formal names. The eye stuck
whatever.
Counting back from 100 to 0.
Yeah, okay, whatever. What I do is I'll just have, like, here, I'll do it to you real quick, okay? Close your eyes. Now just imagine that your eyes are so heavy and so relaxed that you cannot open them. When you've imagined that you cannot open your eyes, I want you to test it out. Make sure you cannot open your eyes. And sleep. Let yourself relax all the way down, all the way deep. In a moment when you open your eyes, you're going to realize you can do this for yourself. You can charge as much money as you like, and you're going to feel completely incredible. Eyes open, wide awake. Right? It's pretty simple. So that's an easy induction. You can do that. You can deepen them. And if they open their eyes, you're just going to tell them. I actually like to ostracize the group because what that really means is that they're in their head and they're being resistant. So I don't want to reward that behavior. So I actually punish it. So what I'll be like is, listen, if you can't follow instructions, don't be part of this group.
Oh, good.
You know, because all they have to do is just imagine. And I explain, if you imagine your eyes are stuck, your eyes will be stuck. If you imagine your eyes can open, they'll open. So you're not following instructions. And if you are trying to follow instructions, well, then you're not doing a good job.
Right.
So why aren't you charging us tons
and then
of
almost
money
always everyone in the group will do it.
Because he's a good friend and a good person. That's why he's here for free.
Yeah. No, I love Tyler. You have a question, Anastasia?
Yes, I have a question, but can I ask a personal question?
Go ahead.
I would like you to say what are two of the most important qualities in you that helped you to become who you are and helped you to reach where you are?
Empathy and confidence. My biggest thing is I hate people. I hate suffering. Like I hate pain. I hate seeing people in pain. I hate it so much. I hate it so much that my biggest passion is to end that. And then my crazy belief in myself. I believe in myself so much that, you know, no matter what, I'm going to make sure that I can help as many people as possible. So for me, I guess my biggest qualities is this insatiable hunger to literally change lives, and the ability to, no matter what, no matter who's around me, I never doubt myself. I never doubt myself. You know, I cannot afford to, because I look at it this way. If I start doubting myself, I stop changing lives. And for every moment that I'm there not believing in myself, there's someone there that I can't help. There's someone there that's suffering. There's somebody there that's in so much pain that I can't be that selfish. Like for me, I can't do it. I can't do it. And by the way,
is it something? Is it something you think you was born with? What makes you believe in yourself?
No way. No way.
So I remember Marcel showed me a video of him. I think it was like early high school, like before complete transformation. Same thing with me. Like I didn't know Marcel back then, but we were the shyest fucking kids growing up.
Yeah. So if you go on my Instagram, so you see my name is Marcel, right? So it's my Instagram is my first name. So if you guys remember how to spell it, M-A-R-C, and then Z is silent, but it's a Z, E-L-L. There's a highlight on Instagram. So you see my page, you see my story. Underneath it says, you know, they'll see workshops or whatever. It says me before. And it's a testimonial I gave from my orthodontist because I got my braces. I got them off. And you could see how shy I was. You could see how introverted I was, how uncomfortable I was on camera, how my face was like, I mean, you could just see it. Now, how I became confident was by pushing myself to be more comfortable, right? My comfort zone was so uncomfortable that I just realized, I'm like, you know what? If I just get a little bit more uncomfortable, I can make my life so much easier. And I did. And I promise you, it's so much easier to be confident than it is to not be confident. And life feels so much better when you're confident because you can finally be who you want to be. You're finally going to be yourself. So my advice to you guys, Anastasia, would be just do it.
Yes, but you have a strength
like
to
believe
push
in yourself.
yourself.
Okay, there's no reason. Say it again.
You have the strength to push yourself. Something
So do
within
you.
you was able to push, but most of people, they cannot do it. What is this within you that gave you this power to push yourself?
I'll tell you, because when I look at things, I'm looking. You're still there, I'm assuming, right? Anastasia. So I want to make sure I'm answering your question. You're still there. Hopefully, she's still there. No.
I don't know, man. She disappears sometimes. This has happened before,
Yeah, I get it. Russia,
okay, real quick. So you probably have what, 5 minutes left?
I'm kidding. Okay, but look, I'm gonna answer the question anyways, because I think a lot of people could relate to that question. My answer to that is anybody has the strength to push themselves. You just have to find a reason that's big enough. Okay, I'll give you an example. If you had kids, what would you not do for them? What would you not do for them? Your parents, what would you not do for them? Your best friends, people you love, what would you not do for them? You would do anything for them. You would do anything for them. So when you say you don't have the strength, you may not have it for yourself. You may not need to do it for you. But if you make it for others, if you motivate yourself by doing things for others, then you'll have the strength. Then you'll find it within yourself to take the action. Then you'll find it within yourself to go talk to that person. You have to do it for others. It can't just be for you. And if you do it for others, it's the best feeling in the world. It's the best feeling in the world. I think Tyler would agree with me on that.
I agree, 100%. How much longer do you have, man? I know you got to run in a couple minutes.
So it's 1:41. I have till 1:45. Then I have to let people in the door.
Okay, so we have like 3 minutes left. Anita, I have not heard from you. If you have a question, ask it, and show your beautiful face as well. But yeah, Zirak, if you have a question, any questions, just shout them out.
If you want, bro, I can. If you want, I'm down to be on the next one on Saturday. If there are no questions or if nothing's scheduled, and you want me to join.
Thumbs up if you would like to see Marczell here next Saturday as well. All right, pretty overwhelming. Marvin hopped his camera on just to get the thumbs up as well. All right, dude, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I'll just wrap up with this, guys, because if I can make, I would like to give you guys as much value as possible here. I would highly suggest you guys hypnotize at least 2 people a day from today till next Saturday. If you could do that, you guys will literally change your life. Now look, I'm literally going to walk outside. There's going to be some people there. I will literally, I mean, depending on who's there, I'm probably just going to walk up to someone and hypnotize them and then show you guys. Okay. So let me just do it. Actually, I'll let them in and then I'll do it. And then I'll hang up with you guys. But then you guys can see, like, it's pretty simple just to do it. All right. All right, guys, come in. So these are like people who are getting a bonus session because they signed up for a couple of programs. All right, guys, here, hold it open for each other. Okay, what's up, buddy?
Very good. Yeah, I want to have a moment with you later.
Okay, sure.
And have a little chit chat.
Yeah, no problem. All right, guys, have a seat. Up here. Okay. All right, guys, have a seat. Have a seat. So I'm gonna wrap up.
That would have been cool.
He's gone.
I don't think so. Have faith. But he might be.
Cool. Yeah. All right. All right, guys.
There he is with the tie.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna wrap up with you guys. Thank you guys for having me on. I'll talk to you guys soon, and next week, Tyler, let me know, okay?
I got you, brother. Appreciate you being on here, man. We'll see you next week.
All right, guys. Take care.
Have fun, brother.
Bye.
All right. Pretty cool?
Pretty cool. I have a question for you, Tyler.
Right into it. What is your question?
You're so adorable. Listen, this is the first time I've been on any of the calls. I think I signed up in your little $7 a month program, and I have not really gone in there. But for what you guys are talking about, and I've been a certified hypnotherapist forever, but I really want to deepen my skills. So should I just dig the shit into your program and really get up level my game that way?
I would. So you're a certified hypnotist. How many people have you hypnotized?
Oh, I've been a certified hypnotherapist for 20 years, but I mean many, but it's all been in a clinical therapeutic. I don't have the ability that I know of to walk up to someone and just be like, fall asleep. I mean, I've never tried that.
Okay. Yeah. So what Marczell was talking about is a little different in the sense where, like, those people, he said he was going to go out and hypnotize them before his video cut off. Those people are going there to see him. So he already has insane authority.
Right.
With a random person, you're not going to walk up to a random person and say, hey, sleep. It's not going to happen. Okay. But if you walk up to a random person and you start asking them questions, and now they're responding to you, and you use their questions to understand their pain, and you look them directly in the eyes as you're talking to them, they're in trance. And then all you have to do is say, hey, you know what? How would it feel to have this pain, whatever specific pain this is, just lifted off of you? Feel pretty good, yeah? How about we experience that right now? Are you ready? So that's it. You just, honestly, just start conversations, but most conversations we have with strangers are really shallow and artificial. Right? So you got to go deep really quick. And what I would do is I would walk up to someone and say, hey, we haven't met yet. My name is Tyler the Hypnotist. Just implying that we're supposed to meet, and also throwing the word hypnosis out there, right? And then I would go look right in their eyes. I have a weird problem. None of my conversations can be shallow level. If we were to start talking in about 30 seconds, we're going to go really fucking deep. Is that okay?
Right.
That's it. Eye contact the whole time.
Right. I got it. So, and I appreciate that. So getting into your website and really kind of, I want to learn what your guys' inductions are and you know, all that stuff. That's on that website, that membership website.
Yes. So I would definitely log into it and check it out. Okay. I'm going to be completely honest. The biggest source of value in this program is on these calls.
Okay.
Everyone who's been here before, you can agree that the biggest source of value is being on these calls. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you only do one thing, I would hop on as many of these calls as you can. But however, just going through and refreshing, a lot of the stuff will be similar to what you know. A lot of the stuff will be a nice little shift. But other than that, do both for sure. And
okay, and one last question for you. Are you recording this? Because I was a half hour late and I really want to hear what else you guys had to say.
Yes, this is recorded. This will be posted up today. I'll post it up today.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
Of course. We have Thomas and Anita here, who we have not heard from yet or seen. Thomas, I heard you. What's up, man?
Oh, what's up, man?
How we doing? And now he's muted. He's gone. Do you have a question, brother? Maybe not. That's okay. Anyway, oh, now we unmuted. Thomas, we can hold that question for a second. Quick thought, sharing thought. Let me ask you this. If all of us right now were in the same room together, and instead of Marczell being here for 40 minutes and rushing off to go speak on stage, what if we could have an intimate conversation with him for 40 minutes and then have him speak on stage in front of us for 2.5 hours, hypnotizing us all to change, and also learning how to be as rapid and effective as a hypnotist as he is? Would that be cool? Would that be something you guys would be interested in? Beautiful. Well, that's fucking happening because we make shit happen here. So, May 21st to 23rd, Hypnotist Secrets Live. Okay, I have not made any of the speaker announcements publicly. They'll be coming out slowly the next couple of weeks. But right now, we have some fucking crazy cool hypnotists confirmed and people confirmed as well. So Marczell, he will be the keynote speaker. He will be there the third day of the event. We also have, anyone heard of Lionism? David Lyon, if you watched any YouTube videos, you might have run into some of his. I want at least one person who recognizes him. Lionism? Okay, cool. So David Lyon will be there. He actually, I believe he was the first video I ever watched on hypnosis outside of the movie, Now You See Me, on YouTube, where he hypnotized this kid in the mall, and he had a huge crowd all around him. And the first time I heard that guy say sleep, and that guy, whew, crazy, got me into hypnosis. He will be there to learn from him as well. Super cool. Third person, you guys are going to love this. She is not a hypnotist. And what I mean by that is she is definitely a hypnotist, but she will never call herself a hypnotist. However, the way she heals people with her words is so profound, I knew she needed to be here. And in fact, I transformed from Tyler to Tyler the Hypnotist after going to her seminar and learning from her and listening to her speak for 5 days. And she's going to be there. Her name is Forbes Riley. You may have heard of her. Also, for the business side of things, she has sold, ready for this, she has sold over $2.5 billion, with a B, dollars on TV and radio. So she not only is amazing at healing with her words, using hypnosis to heal, but also using hypnosis to sell products. So that could be super cool as well. That's Forbes Riley. That is Forbes is in the magazine, Riley. And one more speaker that we have confirmed right now. This is also super cool. His name is Maddox. Okay, I would look up Maddox, CalebMaddix. Now Caleb is 18 years old, and he is speaking at this event. And the reason he's speaking at this event is because ever since he was 12 years old, he was basically raised on success books, where by 14, he made his first $100,000. By age 16, he became a millionaire. And now at 18, his company, Apex for Kids, is valued at over $30 million, where the coolest part of this, I'm getting goosebumps speaking about this, and I need to show you guys them, where the coolest part of that is his company made 30 million, awesome. He has 100,000 active users who are kids under the age of 16. And instead of reprogramming their mind for success as adults, he starts at the core. He programs it right the first way. A personal development course for kids, $30 million. He will be speaking on two things. One, how big of an impact you can actually make when you get out of your own way. Because I guarantee if I were to ask you right now, what is your mission on this earth? I'm sure a lot of you want to heal people. And maybe you want to work with 1,000 clients, 10,000 clients. My mission and your mission, simply by being part of Hypnotist Secrets, is to heal 8 billion people. Because there are 8 billion people in pain. And my best way to do this is by having people like you who resonate with that mission, learning how to do what I do, what Marczell does, and taking the fucking front lines against pain. Okay, those are the 4 confirmed speakers. We have a few more speakers who are locking in still, so those will be exciting and announced later on. Also, so this is gonna be in Phoenix, Arizona, by the way. I know some of you are in Denmark, Sweden, Europe, all different places. I looked at Karen and said, are you in Denmark or Sweden right now? Denmark, yeah? Okay, awesome. But Karen's gonna be here anyway, so it doesn't matter where you are. Doesn't matter where you are. Make it out to this event, because I promise you, it will be the most impactful 3 days of your life. And if it is not, I'm not even gonna finish that sentence, because it will be. Okay. Now I'm gonna be releasing, opening up ticket sales for this in a couple weeks. I don't know the base price for it. It's not gonna be less than $600 for a ticket. However, every single person in Hypnotist Secrets is gonna get half off of that. Okay, so for members, you get half off a ticket price for all the benefits of the ticket. And we're also going to be expanding our family a little bit at this event. But Marvin put in the dates in the chat. It's also in Phoenix, Arizona.
It will be live, like live, you don't need to fly there. It will be like now we chat.
So I'm planning, and this is not something that I'm 100% going to do yet, but I'm planning on either offering a live stream of the event, only for people who really can't be there, and also recordings for the event as well. However, this isn't confirmed, only because I've never attempted a live stream before. So I might do a little test run to see how that goes. But right now, honestly, just make your way out there. And if like money's an issue and I can't get the flight, I can't get the hotel, doesn't matter, because next week you're gonna have to talk to and hypnotize 2 people a day. And if you do that effectively, you're gonna make at least $1,000, which is enough for your flight and enough for your hotel. Okay.
I need to ask visa because I was rejected for visa.
Oh no, not yet, because Alan still has to hypnotize you. I'm taking Marcell's suggestion. We're gonna use that. But just that alone, regardless of too many of the details, who thinks that would be a really powerful, cool fucking weekend? Yeah? All right, beautiful. I'm glad we're on the right track. So stay tuned for that. We'll talk about it more next week. Oh, I did not mean to send that privately to you, Marvin. Okay, cool. But yeah, that's it for the announcement. So right now, let's hop right into it. Alan, you're still down to hypnotize Nora for confidence. Help her make this 1K easier. All right, man, I'm gonna let you guys go, fill up my water. I'll be back in 2 minutes. And by the end of the 3rd, Alan's gonna create a very powerful change because we do this shit fast. All right, man, floor's yours.
Hey, Dainora, what's up, girl?
Hi, Alan.
How you doing? I'm amazing. There's a rumor that you're lacking of confidence.
Yes, I am.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do about this?
We need to change my belief, because my two last experience with hypnotizing people didn't make me happy, because they were not happy after all. So
and let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. How long do you think the change how long do you think it takes for change to happen?
I hope it will be very fast.
1 second, a year, 5 years? How long? How long does it take to something to change?
If something happened, maybe in a second.
Oh, okay, great. That's right. So change is 1 second. Anything can change, right?
Yes.
So that's including your lack of confidence. Would you agree?
Maybe yes, but it doesn't change for a long time. So even many things happens.
Okay, so let's say your name is Dinora, right?
Yes.
Can you change it to Alan in a second?
Yes, I can.
Do it right now.
I am Alan.
That's it. You see? And for how long are you Alan?
Until I will go out and somebody would ask my name.
Okay, so how about you make a decision right now to change your name to Alan forever until you die?
Oh, it would be nice.
Oh, no, just pretend, not for real. I don't really want you to change your name, but let's just pretend that you change your name right now for life. Can you do that?
I can.
You can, right? How easy is that?
For me, it's very easy to say words. I can even say I am gay, even I am not gay.
Okay, that's right. So change is take 1 second. So what you really need to do in order to create that change is to simply make a decision. Okay? So how about you make this decision right here, right now, that you no more have the lack of confidence?
It would be nice.
So do it right now. I want you to right now make a decision out loud, make it public, and after you tell everybody here, you go and you tell all your friends, and you never say these words again. I don't have confidence, but the opposite, I have too much confidence.
I have too much confidence.
Okay, that's great. So I want you to right now make a decision consciously that you will have the confidence to do whatever you want to do and to be whoever you want to be.
I have too much confidence to do whatever I want.
That's it, problem solved.
All right, we're gonna have one more person go to reinforce that, mainly because I think what she was looking for was more of you guiding her to a point where the decision has been made, rather than telling her to make the decision. If you can pick up the distinction of that. So real quick, since Sergio is now a hypnotist working with clients, you're gonna hypnotize her for confidence. All right. Are you ready, Dinora?
Great.
Yes.
And good job, Alan, by the way. All right, Sergio, go for it.
Let's do it. So, Dinora, tell me, like, what do you expect from me hypnotizing you?
I hope after you hypnotize me, I will feel confident and free to speak with people and suggest them help them.
What else?
I would love to feel that I'm happy being. Like I don't want to wait to leave the world. So I want to enjoy living every day.
Okay. What else?
I would love to that people would be attracted me, like they would love me, like they would come to me, not go out from me, but they would come to me. They gather with me. Just they would love me being around.
Okay, but what do you expect? What else? Like, you told me you will love to feel confident.
Yeah, I would love to feel confident doing anything, like trust myself.
But what do you expect? Don't tell me like I would love to do that. Tell me, I'm expecting to feel like this, you know. Okay. Tell me like that. Because the change is gonna happen now, okay? So go ahead. Tell me.
I should say like I expect doing, or I expect doing.
Tell me how you expect to feel, you know? What do you expect from me hypnotizing you?
I expect, you know, I expect feel free, not to be stuck. I expect to be fulfilled of being.
With a purpose.
Yeah, being with a purpose, of course.
Yeah. Well, great. So, and what decision you're gonna make to make the change? Because I'm not gonna make the change for you. You're gonna make it yourself, okay? I'm just gonna guide you through the process.
Okay.
So, what decision do you think you're gonna make?
I will try hypnotize.
No, don't try. Okay, just do it.
Okay, I will next time when I go out and see people, and if they speak with me, I will hypnotize them.
But what decision you're gonna make? Not what you're gonna do, what decision you're gonna make in order to feel confident, free to speak people, free to actually be happy and feel fulfilled, you know? What decision?
I don't know.
You know, don't tell me I don't know, because that's a barrier from your subconscious to not go deeper. So tell me what decision you're gonna make.
Just speak with people.
No.
I don't know.
What decision are you gonna make to feel confident, feel free to speak to people, feel free to be happy and fulfilled? What decision you're gonna make that will make you feel that, you know? Whatever comes to mind.
To stay alive. Don't die now. To stay alive. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna cut in. So real quick, 2 things I love that Sergio did, and then Tamara, is that how you pronounce your name? Is it Tamara or Tamara? Tamara?
It's Tamara, like camera.
Tamara. Okay, cool. Tamara, you're gonna hypnotize her, and you have 20 years of experience, so you're gonna do this very fast and effectively. However, one thing I wanted to point out that Sergio did that I love is the first thing he said was, what is going to happen when I hypnotize you? What do you expect to happen? We all know hypnosis is just your expectations taking over reality. So that question was beautiful because it was getting her in the right state of mind. The next question was also an amazing question. However, Sergio, a little bit more context would have been helpful. In the sense where, same way with Alan trying to get her to make this decision, you took a different approach and instead asked her what that decision would be. And that's when you started losing her a little bit. You notice that?
Yeah.
Why do you think that was?
I don't know. Like, well, I think I did. What do you mean by more context? Like, what could I do better?
So you set the expectation with her and told her, or she told you what was going to happen, right?
Yeah.
And the next step was, okay, now we're going to make a decision in order for that to happen. And the one thing I would do better is she is right now really in her conscious mind, where Alan and Sergio, both of you had not have her close her eyes. And you don't need to have her close her eyes at all. but taking away the visual disturbances allows her to focus more internally. So that is one thing I would do different, have her close her eyes. And as for the decision, after you ask that question a couple times and it's going, you know, the answer's getting further away, because you noticed it was sort of going further away, right? After you ask the question a couple times and it goes further away, ask a different question, or ask the same question a different way. So that's all I would give for you. Tamara, are you ready to hypnotize her for confidence? Or Tamara?
Thanks.
Tamara, yeah. I'll give it a try.
No.
Okay, yes. Daniela, are you ready?
Yes, Tamara.
Okay.
Yes,
Can you see my eyes?
Yeah, in shadows, but I can see.
I know. I'm in a kitchen. So do me a favor now and just take a deep breath in. And I want you just to let your eyes close naturally. And notice how heavy your eyelids are. And I want you to imagine if you had all the confidence in the world, all the confidence of our speaker, of Tyler, all the confidence in the world. And I want you to tell me what that feels like. Where do you feel that in your body?
In my brain, because I don't have ear.
Okay, you feel it in your brain. And what does it feel like?
When I am breathing, it's better now.
Okay, so you have all the confidence in the world and you're walking down the street. What's different about you?
No, there are no people around me, just I am.
Okay, and do you notice when you're walking down the street with all this confidence that you hold your body differently and you breathe deeply?
I feel very like light, normal, very okay.
So if you had all the confidence in the world, nothing would really change. You would have the same body and the same breath. You would just feel like you had all the confidence that you can feel like you have it right now.
Yes.
Okay. That's all I got, Tyler.
Okay, only thing I would do is take her out of the experience. Her eyes are still closed. I know you can close your eyes back down again. And just focus on that feeling you just felt. How does it feel?
About being in the street?
Focus on the feeling. How do you feel inside?
A bit stressed.
Good. What else do you feel?
Warm.
Good.
My body was very warm now because I felt very weak.
Yeah, you felt weak and you feel stressed because something is happening. Focus on that feeling of warmth. How does it feel when you focus on it?
It's great that I feel something.
Good. Focus on the feeling of warmth. The love and the warmth. It may be a physical warmth. It may just be what warmth means to you. But as you focus on that warmth, what do you feel inside?
I feel that I have a body, like circulates the blood.
Perfect. Be hyper aware of the blood flowing in your body. And just like when you press down on the window button inside of a car, the window just goes down. You press the button, the window just follows. As this blood circulates in your body, that confidence just starts to grow. The feeling of certainty inside of you just starts to grow. Just as certain as your blood is flowing in your body, the certainty is growing inside of you. And just focus on that feeling of confidence. And that feeling of confidence might even be the same thing as that feeling of warmth. Maybe that warmth is just comfort. Maybe comfort is confidence. And as you focus on that feeling of comfort now, being aware and ready that in a few moments you're going to open your eyes. And when you open your eyes, you are not going to look through the eyes of this super powerful, confident version of you. Rather, that powerful, confident version of you that you have been hiding inside will finally see through your eyes. Once you accept that that's going to happen, just nod your head. Now just focus back on this blood circulating through you. Just as surely that blood is circulating, just as surely that confidence is growing, I'm going to count backwards from 3 to 1. When I get to 1, you can open your eyes into this powerful version of you, letting her see through your eyes. 3, take a deep breath in for me. 2, exhale all the way down. And 1, open your eyes back up. Now you're going to answer this question starting with the words, I feel. And the question is, how do you feel right now?
I feel fresh.
Fresh. What does that feel like?
And I feel more confident, yeah.
And confidence and comfort, they feel sort of the same, don't they?
It is.
Yeah.
I don't feel warm, but I feel the freshness from the ear. It's nice feeling.
Beautiful. So I'm awesome, great experience. That was a team effort on all of our parts. Tamara, so one thing is you got through to her, and you can see by the way she was experiencing it. You can tell how her answers were more direct, and I'm sure you picked up on that, which is why you ended it off. The only thing I would do is, because I knew it was real for her and you knew it was real for her, all I did when I took over was I made sure it was really real for her.
Right.
Okay, so
and I apologize. I wasn't clear on the instructions. I'm like,
I know, I just threw you in there, but you did fucking awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. Dinora, glad we could do that experience. Sergio, I just want to say, like, last time I saw you hypnotize someone until now, huge improvement. You're asking all the right questions. So that's super cool to see. We have Sarah, Thomas, and Anita all not showing their faces. What is going on? So we're going to wrap up in about 20 minutes. Before we wrap up, Anita, Sarah, and Thomas will all have their beautiful faces on this camera. And we also have Owner here, who's, I'm assuming that's not your actual name, but that's just the name on your device. Hello, Owner. Do you know I'm talking to you? I don't think so. Okay. All right, Tamara, I'll see you next week. And it looks like none of them are showing the camera. Thomas, I heard you speak before, dude. Oh, hi, Sarah. Hello.
It's so early here.
Is that a galaxy behind you? How is that happening?
I know, right? So trippy.
Yeah, it fits the hypnosis theme.
Yeah, I know.
Do you have a question I can answer?
No, I just got in time right when you were about to close that hypnosis. That was great. And yeah, I was just really happy watching.
Awesome. Yeah. Good to hear. So let's do this. This is your first Q&A call, correct?
I think so.
Okay. And you hopped on after Marczell. You didn't get to see Marczell this week?
Yes. Yeah, I did. I missed him.
Sarah, good news for you. Marczell will be back next Saturday.
Hey.
Okay. So next Saturday he'll be on. I believe he'll have more time. I don't know if he's speaking or not. But Sarah, out of the infinite amount of questions in the world, and you do agree that there are an infinite amount of questions in the world, correct?
Yes.
Let's not get overwhelmed by the amount of them and just pick one.
Oh, no. Wait just a sec. Did you say infinite? Oh, yeah, there are infinite. Okay.
What's the one question that comes to your mind?
What's the fastest way to start a conversational hypnosis?
Start a conversation.
No, conversational hypnosis with someone. Yeah.
The fastest way is to start a conversation.
Okay, that was the answer. Yes. Yeah. How would you do it?
Well, it depends what you're trying to do. So first step, obviously start a conversation. Second step, figure out what result you would like to deliver. Okay, if they're stressed out, you can have them feel calm. If they're not confident, have them feel confident. If they're smoke a pack a day and they want to quit smoking, help them with that. First step, start a conversation. Second step, figure out what result you want to deliver. And the third step is to have them experience that result in their mind first. So have them experience the result and transfer that experience in their mind to their current experience. Mm-hmm. A really easy way to do this, which we talk about in the videos in our program, is by telling a story about...
Yes. Yeah.
You saw that video?
Yes, I did see that video. Yes.
That's the easiest way to do it. So to answer your question, talk to random ass people and tell stories with the intention of having them feeling some way. And after your story, ask them how they feel.
Cool.
Okay?
Lovely. Yeah. Okay.
Awesome. Good
That's
question.
Exciting.
Thomas, while you are struggling to get your camera on, you can easily unmute your mic and pick one of those infinite questions and toss it out within like the next 3 seconds. So Thomas, in hypnosis, this is like a little cue. So when I snap, you're gonna ask your question, okay? All right, here we go. You unmute.
There you go, okay, cool.
Perfect, okay, what's your question?
Let's see, question. I think the problem I have is starting the conversations, like going up to people and actually talking to them.
Okay, cool. Have you tried to?
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know.
What have you said when you walked up to them?
Well, it was more so like trying to walk up to them. I couldn't do it.
Okay, if I were to ask you to like stand up right now and walk 3 feet in front of you, can you do that?
Yeah.
It's very easy to walk 3 feet, yeah?
Right.
Some people would say it's as easy to walk 3 feet as it is to walk 300 feet. It just takes longer.
Okay.
Right? So physically walking up to them is not an issue. You are very capable of that, correct?
Right.
Okay, so you physically walked up to this person, now you're saying something. What do you say?
I don't know.
So the issue is, what do I say when I walk up to them?
Yeah.
Okay, this is what you say. You walk up to someone, you tap them on the shoulder, you say, hey, we haven't met yet. My name's Thomas. What's your name? That does 3 really powerful things. We talked about this earlier, but we haven't met yet implies you are meant to meet. When you say we haven't met yet, it's like, okay, it's about time. Now we're meeting. My name is Thomas. Perfect. You introduce yourself. What's your name? You threw the conversation back at them. They are only going to do one thing. They're going to tell you their name. And then bam, you're in a conversation. It's really fucking simple. The only reason it's hard is because we overthink it. But once I found that, like, hey, my name's Tyler. What's your name? So easy. So do that.
Okay.
And Thomas, next week you're going to hop on this Q&A call and listen to Marczell in the beginning. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
By next week, you're going to tell me the story of how you went to the mall and you walked up to 5 strangers and said, hey, we haven't met yet. My name's Thomas. What's your name? That's all you do, 5 people. Now, out of those 5 people, you're probably going to end up hypnotizing most of them. The hardest part is just walking up to them. But now we've realized it's not even hard. Cool?
Cool.
Cool. Good question. Owner, hello, owner. I know, so you have an actual name that I would prefer to call you by, but the name you have showing just says owner, so I can't call you by that name. However, I'm hoping in this conversation path you realize this is you. So real quick, as everyone is listening to me speak, look down at your name on your box, and if your name says owner, you can unmute your mic and say hello. Oh, that would work. Okay. Who asked the first question? Was that Sarah or Anita? Because you showed your face, then you unshowed your face.
Sarah.
That was Sarah? Okay, Anita, you're up. If you have a question. All right, gave you your shot. Any last questions? We're going to wrap up in about 10 minutes. Any questions, you can just shout them out right now. Raise your hand. Sergio, what's up, man?
So about conversational hypnosis, can you do that in a video, for example, like to hypnotize people, to schedule calls to, so you can help them? Yeah.
Now, hypnosis is super subjective. So you have to know who you're speaking to. That's why we talked about a niche last time and I said, don't worry about it yet. That's why that'll be powerful. But right now, test out different angles. I'm having a lot of difficulty putting my jacket over my chair right now. So I would use targeting specific angles and speaking to that person. Understand their pain, have them experience it, have them experience the result, and the call to action will be get on a call with them. But yeah, 100%.
Okay, well, great. I'm going to do that. Thank you.
Cool. Awesome. Danor, what's up?
it was about first clients. If I go out and do hypnosis for people, yes, but they would not pay for me this, is it true? How it's possible that they would pay for me if they have first met me?
Okay. What I would do, and Marczell actually talked about this, he does the same thing, is where you'll meet someone, get to know them, hypnotize them a little bit, maybe have them experience their feet being stuck, maybe just a total stress relief. And then you say, hey, if you'd like to experience this at a more powerful, deeper level and change the biggest thing holding you back, we can schedule a call. Do you think that call would be valuable? They're going to say yes, because they just experienced it. Perfect. Take out your phone. I went to a networking event last week. I did this with every single person I met. I said, perfect. Since this call will be valuable, it is a disservice not to make it happen. Would you agree? They say, yeah, let's make it happen. Perfect. Take out your phone. I send them a link to schedule a call with me, and I guide them through it on their phone. I will literally have them hold their phone out and say, perfect, click that link. Awesome. This question, answer that question. And I will have them fill out this call while I'm next to them. Okay. And then on the phone call, that's where you identify the biggest thing and you make your pitch, or you close the sale. Okay. This will actually help out everyone. I started doing a new closing strategy. So I would write this down. If you're planning on getting clients in the future, or you have clients now and you're trying to increase your close rates, we're going to learn the hardcore, high pressure sales tactic. Okay. Write this down. You're going to say this exactly. And I wrote it down because I just started using it. You're going to say, okay, based on what you just told me, write this down. Based on what you just told me, I know for a fact that I can help you. And I would be delighted to have you as a client. What questions can I answer for you?
Nice.
So it's not really hardcore, but it works so fucking well. Okay. So based on what you just told me, I know I can help you. If you're doing it for confidence, I would say I am 100% confident I can help you. And I would be delighted to have you as a client. What questions can I answer for you? And now they're going to give you two types of answers. Answer one is they're going to say, you know what? I actually don't want to work with you, or some variation of that. And in that case, you say, okay, well, hopefully this call was of value. Do me a favor, just have a great week, and reach out if you ever need me. Hang up. Okay. Now, if they ask a question like, okay, what would it entail? What would the price be? What's the result? What's the process? Then you start answering their questions. Okay. Now, eventually, they're going to ask the question, either what's the investment, what's the price, or when can we get started? If they ask any of those, without hesitation, you say the cost of the investment. Okay. No one here should be charging less than $1,000. I don't care what country you're in. You can be like Marvin. If you started hypnotizing people in the Philippines, dude, $1,000 US goes a long way in the Philippines, correct? Now you can get clients in America who pay you $1,000, right? Every single person should be charging no less than $1,000. So when they say, what's the cost or what's the investment? You say, my base rate is $1,000. What do you think about that? And every single time you turn it back on them by asking them a question. What do you think about that? Are you ready to lock this in? Are you ready to make this happen? Do you deserve this transformation? Every single time you say something, like people feel pressure right before they say the price. If you just ask the question, you revert all of that back to them. Okay, so that's it. That's it. So goal, talk to people, walk up to them with the introduction. Hey, my name's Tyler. We haven't met yet. What's your name? Ask them questions, figure out their pain, have them schedule a call with you. I'm putting a resource in the chat right now. Go to that link, okay, and have them schedule a call. Then you hop on that call. And if you think you can help them, you say, perfect, I think I can help you. Or actually, perfect, I know I can help you. What questions do you have? If you don't think you can help them, say, I'm sorry, we're just not a good fit. But hey, you can check out this resource, go to this video, or check out Tyler the Hypnotist. He can definitely help you. Okay?
Okay. So, but basically you still make some hypnosis first. You don't charge.
You can.
For nothing. That
right now,
I was asking many times, like, that's it.
Yeah, so I wouldn't walk up to someone and then say, yeah, I charge $1,000, because first interaction, they don't know who you are. They don't trust you, right? If you have a call with them, they have past experience with you. They can look you up a little bit. You know, you can send them previous clients you've worked with. But honestly, Dinora, what I would do is I would do one session for free. Marczell would hate me saying this. I would do one session for free, not more than one. One session for free, just so you have done a session. Okay, and then every other session after that you charge money. Alan, I saw you raise your hand, man. What's your question?
Thank you.
Hey man, what should I practice on people? Like, what should I try to hypnotize them as practice?
Anything you have never done before.
No, like what kind of result?
Anything you have never done before. I'm serious, dude. Find someone who has a headache and say, hey, I can hypnotize your headache away. That's the easiest thing to do because we already know the placebo effects works. It's the same concept. We just don't give them a pill. So honestly, I became really good really fast because in one weekend, I went to an event a couple years ago and people started asking me if I could hypnotize them for things I have never done before. And that was the first weekend I started answering yes, rather than, oh, I don't know, let's try it out. Right? I started answering, yes, we can make this happen. And once I started hypnotizing people without having the experience to know I can do it, but still knowing I can do it, that's when I really had the biggest change as a hypnotist. So the only answer I can give that would help the most is whatever you have not done before. Try new shit out, get the same result.
So I need to get some, I need to learn the techniques first, no?
No, make it up. Make it up. You're an artist, paint. Throw some strokes of the brush on there, see what happens and readjust. Cool.
Alrighty.
That's the best answer I can give, bro. So take that, run with it. Just try new shit out. Awesome. Any other questions? Dinora, I saw your hand first, then Karen.
Karen may ask. Okay. Question. I have a friend and she knows too much about me, but I struggle during my time, something else. And I would love to help her, but because she's very like strict and direct person, she keep asking me, what do you do, how I am, like how many 100 people did I hypnotize, am I good or not, until I say I am cool, like very good, when I will be fit to her. Then she asked me to make her hypnosis for free. So
and you should say no.
Yeah, so shall I help her or not?
You need to take authority because she has the authority. You won't be able to hypnotize her until you have it. So I would be honest with her. First of all, say, hey, you know what? I was thinking about our conversation earlier, and you're right. I haven't hypnotized hundreds of people. But you know what happened really cool this past weekend? Where I actually hopped on a call and I experienced the power of hypnosis myself. And without even hypnotizing hundreds of people, I know if you laid 100 people out in front of me, they would all get the result. And I also know that you want this result and you deserve this result. Do you agree? And you ask them questions. They don't fucking answer you. They don't ask you questions. If they ask you questions, they are in control. Now, if you say, hey, let's take this time for questions, then you're still in control because you're giving them permission to ask questions. But every time you say something, you redirect a question that is pushing her towards this experience, right? So I know I can help you get this result. How would it feel when you have this result? And you get her to answer you. And then she says, oh, you know, it feels amazing. And like what Sergio does and what I do, they say, oh, it feels amazing. Perfect. What does it feel like to feel amazing? What feelings are in there? And you keep asking questions. Keep the authority until she realizes, damn, this result is powerful. Okay. And then you can offer to get it for her. And I would even say like, hey, I could do this for you for free. But what's going to happen if I do it for you for free is you're not going to get the result. And I don't want to waste your time because I know your time is valuable. Do you agree that your time is valuable? And then they say yes. You see how every single time I say a statement, I have a question that backs up why my statement works?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Of course. Karen, what was your question? And then Zirak will get you after.
Yeah, it was not really a question, but just to Dinora and the other people who has a hard time to find clients and get started. And I was feeling the same way too, you know that, and I was not very confident. And I said, oh, I wait to move to Denmark and all those excuses, you know. But when I moved to Denmark, then I was, I made myself like, I have to do something, and I made this on a Facebook group for the city I live in, and I just put in, and I'm just educated as a hypnotist, but I need somebody to practice on. And then
how many calls did you get scheduled from that, Karen? I know you got. How many calls did you get from that?
There was about 80 people who answered, and I took in the 40 for free. I hoped for 10 people or something, but okay, 40 people for free. It was maybe a lot, but I think I needed that. It was a real boost for my self-confidence. And after I made 40 people for free, and they were so excited about how good it worked for them. So it was not that just because it was free, there was not one single of them that didn't show up on the call, not one. Everybody showed up on the calls, and everybody was very serious, and it was very big and serious problem they had, and they had tried everything, and I was so surprised how good it worked, and it really gave me such a good boost in my confidence. So that I had a lot of the list that I hadn't answered because I couldn't take more in for free. I have worked hard to make all those, and it was like Marczell, he said, make 2 to 4 a day for a month, and I did that for free. And after that, I sent out a message to all the other ones who have asked for free that I cannot take more for free, but because that you would help me to get some practice, I can do it for you for a very low price if you do it this month. And I've had a lot of paid clients like by doing that. A lot of those even if it was not for free, they would do it anyway. So it have really given my confidence a big boost, and especially
to add on that point, who here has been here like hopping on the calls consistently for a few months and has seen Karen's transformation from the first time you met her to now? Can you guys see a difference in that? Even just the way you speak now, Karen, it's more clear, concise, confident, beautiful. I'm so glad you had that. And Sergio, real quick, man, this is good for you because what Karen did, you're posting in Facebook groups, that's awesome. I would test local Facebook groups because local Facebook groups, they have this sense of community and you'll get a lot more engagement there.
That was what I did, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that works great. Awesome, Karen. We do have a question from Zerak and then we're going to wrap up in a little bit. So what's your question, man?
Yeah, my question was like infrastructure, just like a technical question. Like I see Marczell, 21 years old. It's pretty damn impressive. Like how he's not doing that on his, it can't be that he's taking care of all the infrastructure and doing that. Like what did he just have a team? Like how does part of my challenge of growing big is that like I'm overwhelmed by the idea, wow, I'm gonna become really big, and then like how do I deal with all this stuff around it?
Yeah, wait till you get there. Like you're trying to deal with the stuff that happens when you get big rather than getting there and figuring it out. As for Marcell's infrastructure, that's a question you'll have to ask him 100%. But yeah, don't worry about what happens later. Worry about what you can do to make it happen, and then as the things happen, figure it out. Like Marvin is here. Marvin, just wave hello. When I first started this, we grew really fast. We grew to like 1,000 members in just a few months. And I was overwhelmed with the amount of emails I was getting with all these different things. And then I found Marvin. And he has been not only the biggest help in my company, but bigger a help than I could have ever imagined. And if I try to like figure this out before I got 1,000 members and I started like hiring a VA and doing all this stuff, I wouldn't be able to pay them consistently. And there's all these other details that didn't need to be thought of yet. Right? So get there first, then figure it out. But next week I would ask Marczell that because I'm actually interested in the answer as well.
One more question. I'm still working on my conversion. Like I have too much skin in the game in the way I've been doing it till now, and like to change your Shita, how do you say it in English? Your strategy, the way you do it is requires a shift that I haven't been able to do yet. So I'm hoping that will happen. In other words, I'm invested in this idea of to work with someone and you work for a while, but I mean I wind up charging about what you do, but for more sessions. Like I charge for but I say 6 sessions, not one. I still can't get my head around the idea of one session.
You don't have to. You don't have to. If that's your style, dude, and you get results for it, you don't have to change it.
Okay.
Only thing I would encourage you to do is why not every single first session with people, try and deliver the full result then. And then the other set, because I used to do just like what Marczell does where, hey, $5,000 one session. You know, it's good, it works, they get the result. But what I started doing recently was I would do $5,000 one session, and we're also gonna hop on 3 follow-up calls to make sure the result sticks. Right? So the follow-up calls, I could do hypnosis if I need to. But if you do your job the first time, you don't need to.
Well, I don't know, you want to get into shop talk here, but basically I tell a person it depends on what it is. Like there's some things that take longer and some things that take
and that is only true because you say it's true.
Right.
That's it. Someone who's trying to quit smoking, they expect it to be a long, hard process, which is why when they decide to quit, a couple days later they'll relapse.
No, smoking is getting rid of addictions. I agree with you. I haven't dealt with.
But they're all just as fast. All the results are just as fast. All you have to do is set the expectation that the result happens quick, and it doesn't matter what it is. It happens like this.
Wow. Looking forward to it. If you can get me there, I'll be really happy.
Hey, you make it out to Phoenix, May 21st. I will see you in person, getting a lifelong result in 10 minutes. Because awesome. Right. So we're going to wrap up real quick. One thing I do want to mention, yes, we have some amazing speakers coming to Hypnotist Secrets Live. During the lunch breaks, we are all going to take this, like a whole group, mob downtown, hit the streets, and hypnotize people like crazy. World record of the most hypnotists on the single block changing lives. Okay, so I would be happy to see you do that very fast, Rock, at that event. But other than that, we'll take one last question. Sergio, is your hand being raised for a question you have now, or was it from a prior question?
Question. So the local Facebook groups, do you mean that by my city local Facebook groups, like from where I live?
Yeah, look up like your city. It could be, I don't know, your county, local area. I don't know. Like whatever is local to you. I don't know how Mexico works, which is why I keep saying I don't know a lot.
Yeah.
But like, for me specifically, I would start with like your city, look up groups. I would find big cities near you. All big cities have a Facebook group at this point. And join those and say, hey, I'm from this town, and share your story and share what you can do for people.
But most of them, I think they don't have the money because it's too
limiting
much
belief, limiting belief. You don't listen. Don't tell them they don't say they don't have the money until you're on the phone call with them and you know that to be true. Because all of those people, like every single person in that city, could get access to $1,000 if they needed it. If their mother or the person they cared about most in the world was on their deathbed, and it takes $1,000 for the operation to save her life, every single fucking person would make that money, and it doesn't matter how, they would. You have to get them into that same state where this has to happen, therefore you're going to make it happen. Doesn't matter how much money they have in their bank account, right? It's a matter of how resourceful you can inspire them to be.
Oh, thank you.
Of course, dude. All right, guys. Well, hey, thank you all for hopping on. Next week, Marczell will be back, so hopefully all of you will be as well. And stay tuned in the Facebook group and also checking your emails often for some exciting news about Hypnotist Secrets Live.
Can I ask one small, quick one?
Yes.
What about the English barrier? Do you remember when I tried to hypnotize one of our colleagues? I don't remember, maybe it was Alan. And I was stuck because I couldn't find the words. So is it possible to hypnotize person to speak fluently in the language, in foreign language?
Like hypnotize your client to speak your language?
No, I have knowledge, but I just understand when I read. I understand when you speak, but I cannot find words to say it. Yeah. So is it possible to hypnotize from my subconscious go to like real? Like
yeah. 100%. Because you can. I talk really fast, and you can understand me clearly when I speak. Yeah. Okay. All the information's in your subconscious. There's just like a brick wall barricading it. Yeah. So trying to find the right words is counterproductive. You notice that? It's really, honestly, what I would do first is I would find someone. What's your main language? Your primary language?
Lithuanian.
Lithuanian. Find someone who speaks that language, and you can do a session with them in your own native tongue. Okay? Because I want you to experience the power of the transformation in someone else first.
Okay. So
that's when it'll become really real for you. And in that session, you're going to start flowing, where you're not even going to be thinking about the words you're saying. You're just going to say it, and it'll be natural to you because it's your natural language. Yes. The same thing is going to happen the next time you hop on a session and you're doing it with someone who speaks English, because you're just going to start flowing. If you stay focused, this is like the advice part. If you stay focused on them, Marczell said one of his biggest traits that made him successful is empathy and confidence. I'd say empathy is probably the biggest thing as a hypnotist. If you stay focused on them and their experience, and you're not focused on what words am I going to say, the words will just come out. Okay, so start with one session, your native language. Do that. That'll be your free session, and then go right into the English from there.
Okay.
But
thank you, Tyler.
All right, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for hopping on. I'll see you in a week. Do me a favor. Have a great fucking week. All right, guys.
Thank you. Come on. Great day. Bye. Awesome.